Today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to put these door entry guards on your Jeep Wrangler JLU or your Gladiator. This is also for the 2018 and up current Wrangler JL Unlimited and 2020 to current Gladiator JT. We picked up these entry guards or these door seal guards from A&A Auto Stores in Dallas, Pennsylvania. Check out them with the link in the description below. But I was, from getting in and out of the Jeep here, you know, they have nice white paint. It's a nice painted area. I was looking for a little bit of protection. So I went and checked with Pat, and he came up with these Rugged Ridge door seal protectors that also protect the bottom, up around the side and the top, and it meets the molding, I believe. So what do you say I take you over to the table to check these out, and we'll do a little unboxing and then an install video on this. So while I'm getting you guys all set up at the table, I'm going to run the intro. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you guys can stay posted on the things and the different shows that we go to with our 2024 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. If we didn't win your subscription in this video, well, maybe in the next one we will. So I'll meet you over at the table and we'll do a little unboxing. These are the Rugged Ridge door entry guards or door seals for when you guys step in and out of your Jeep or any vehicle that you might want to do. But these are the Rugged Ridge ones, and these are part number, let me see here. (11216.32). I'm guessing that is the part number on this because I don't see any other part numbers on here. And Rugged Ridge, I believe, does make a lot of stuff for the Jeep. So let's open this up. And inside here, you just have the 4 pieces you would need. The rear pieces and the front door pieces to put these on your Jeep. And I believe they are left and rights because looking at this one, there is a bolt that's inside the front door towards the front of the door, and this was probably covered that bolt area. But these seem pretty rugged. It's actually not flimsy rubber or anything like that. I mean, it looks like it would hold up, and it's also held on by 3M tape. And it has a nice pattern of a tire tread, it looks like, through here. So this way you won't slip getting in and out of your Jeep. And here's the fronts. And then the rears is the same thing. Same pattern, so they match. And it also gives you some instructions. Probably simple to easy follow instructions. But if you're like me, we never look at instructions. And of course, the first step, clean the area with rubbing alcohol and things like that, and peel back the tape and stick it on. So I'm going to take you guys over to the Jeep now, and let's do a little pre-fitment and an install, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. So I'll meet you over at the Jeep. Now that we're over here at the Jeep, and we are going to install our door seal protectors, and just looking at it here quick, as I told you guys before, this little nub up here on the top of these will cover this bolt that's right here. And I'm going to try not to get in your way because I'm a little tight on space here, but that's what covers that bolt, so the bolt disappears. So I'm just going to do a little pre-fit here just to see how they fit before I go ahead and start removing any of the tape that's on the back of these. But there is a tip I have for you guys before we mount these, so that way when we go to take our tape off, it's something simple and easy. And what we want to do is, with some rubbing alcohol, is to clean the door seal. I don't know if some of you are wondering if you could hear that. It's raining outside. Normally I would be at a show today, but what no better way to spend our day out or doing something when we're not showing is to let's do a mod. So that's what we're doing. You just want to generously rub this. Make sure it's all clean of contaminants and then go over it. And what I'm using here for a rag is a microfiber towel, an old one that's been laundered several different times. So now I'm just going to clean all this off. Give this time to dry. And then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you guys a little tip, an install tip on what to do here. Give this a few seconds to dry and then we'll be right back. Alright, now that we gave this several minutes to dry, and what I'm going to do is, here's the tip for you. When you guys go to preset it again, is just preset, and this is where I might get in your way a little bit and in a little while, is line it up to where it fits the best and you push it forward or back and get it over that bolt on this application, and you'll see on how it actually, this piece here is what I'm concentrating on, is where it fits real nice. And this is, do this before you take off the tape. And then get yourself a grease pencil, and this is where I'm going to get in the way, and I'm going to mark up here where I'm going to start, because when I start applying this on, I am going to remove the tape off the top, the front piece of tape that's here, and I'm only going to peel back the beginning part, because what I want to do is keep this pushed tight against the seal here, so this way this piece will hide underneath the door and you won't see it sticking out. Because if you ever see some of them sticking out like that, that's because they had applied it wrong or something like that. So there's a little tip for you. Just use a grease pencil, because after you're done you can just wipe it off. So I'm gonna mark this while you guys are there. And there is my mark, and I will remove this to show you my mark. And that is, I don't know if you guys can see that up here. Right there is my mark to where the start of this is going to go. And I'll use this process for all the doors. So I'll probably only going to show you how to apply the front ones, because the front ones have the most tape. The back ones just have the tape across here, and there's no section here. So then what you want to do is remove this tape, and you guys know that sometimes this tape could be a real pain. There's one piece of tape. Now we're going to get onto the other piece of tape. And what I'm going to do is just peel that back for now until I'm ready for it. And then I'm going to start peeling this one back. So I'm just going to peel this piece of tape back about this far. So this way I could start the front. But what I'll do is I will pull this tape all the way off, because I want to set this piece first before I do this piece here. This way I get a nice tight seal against the bottom here where it curves. So once again, I'm probably going to get in your way, and like I said, I'm just going to line up this with my mark. I'm just going to hold it back like this and make sure this piece is pulled out from underneath here, so when I go to start setting this, and then what I'm going to do is, because I have this top piece, I got this front secured pretty good, and now I want to lay this top piece, and I'm holding it up, and I'm just meeting it with the trim, and having it fall right in place. This way it looks like this trim runs right over the side here, and you don't really see no white at all. And then when I start laying this piece, because I held this up here tight, I'm going to push it tight into this, pushing it this way, because as you can see, it can move this in and out. I'm just going to hold that tight to ensure that this is flush tight up against here. So I'm just going to push in here as I pull the tape. And then once I had the tape all pulled out, and it is somewhat already adhere, and I could feel that there is no softness here, so it is tight up against the seal here. I'm just going to finish pushing this down. And what you have to do is give this, apply pressure to this for approximately 30 seconds for this to start activating. And then it says that it's a cure time of 24 hours before it is really adhered. And this product is, the tape markings on the tape is 3M, so I know it's a good tape. Just want to make sure this is all set real good. And then after I have that done, now this piece is pretty much well done. What I'm going to do now as a check is I'm going to close the door and I'm going to check the bottom here to make sure that none of it is sticking out. So this way it's not noticeable from the outside of the vehicle. And it actually looks pretty good. So that means I have it pushed back far enough. And now I got protection for the passengers going in and out of the vehicle. And if you guys notice, we did end up putting the rock sliding running boards on here with the step down on it. And if you didn't see this video, I will post it at the end of this video, so this way you guys can watch the install on this here. But that's pretty much, well, all you got to do to get these to conform in there and to fit real nice and tight and snug. Well, I'm going to do the other three, and then I'm going to pull you guys back in here and show you what the finished product looks like from walking around the Jeep. So let me get these other three done, and I'll be right back. Now that we got the door seals all on there, let me take you in there and explain it a little bit better to you in case if you missed something and what I am talking about. But I am going to grab my rag here in case I forgot to wipe off any of the excess grease pencil that I used to mark that. So here is the front. The front door. And as you can see, this is where I told you guys to mark it with the grease pencil. And they did turn out rather nice. I do like them how they look on here. And the rear is the same. Now the rear, because it has a smaller entry, of course the pad is a little bit smaller. But you'd step up in here and then put your foot here, and just in case anybody doesn't scuffs their door. But that's what they look like, and I do like them. They are not noticeable from the outside. And let me take you around to the passenger side, or the driver's side. Show you guys the driver's side. And here is the driver's side. And then the driver's side rear. And if you guys happen to know who that character is and what his name is, comment down below, because I want to know how many people know who that is. I don't think there's too many people out there that really know who that is. But that is what the Rugged Ridge door seal liners, or they call it the entry guards. Here it is here, the entry guards. And if you guys are new to the channel, if you guys don't know, this is the 2nd Gen Ram show truck that we take out to different shows, and we just take that out to shows and do have some fun with that and things like that. So it's not hard to install these. I really like the way they look. I like the way they go up and they go meet the door, the interior trim. So I think this is a nice product. I like to thank Pat for showing us these products, because when we went to our local auto parts store and seen Pat, he brought up a couple different ones, and this is the one that really we liked, and to give it the most protection. Some of it is just the bottom plate, and we just wanted something so when people got in, they didn't drag up over the top. Well, I hope this video helps you out. So till next time, I'm Joe, driving trucks and Jeeps And hunting bucks is how I roll with Wicked Fabz.